Okay, so we're out at the range today to do some rifle sighting. I just put this low power variable optic, LPVO we call them, from Primary Arms. They sent this one to me to test. It's a 1:6, second focal plane, and it's time to sight it. So let's get it going. So there's a lot of talk about where you should zero your rifle, okay? And I feel like that's a personal decision on a lot of levels. Sometimes it comes from your military experience or whatever. My time in the military, I didn't really mess with rifles a whole lot. But to me, I think the sweet spot of shooting an AR-15 in a defensive context doesn't go out beyond about 275 yards, give or take. And so I zero my rifle to 200 because then anytime between 0 and 275 yards, it's within 4 inches of the point of aim. And that's pretty close. You know, if I aim here at your nose, then 4 inches up, 4 inches down, I've still got that. Certainly if I put it center mass at that kind of distances, I got a good hit. So here's what we're gonna do. We have the target out at 50 yards. We're gonna take a little group and just get on paper with this one, just kind of see what we've got. Then we'll adjust this in and zero it down real tight at 50 yards. Then this is a 100-yard range, so we'll push out to 100. Verify we should be 1.5 inches high at 100 is where we should be. And then from there, we'll have a rifle that we can take to class this weekend and have some fun. We're shooting 55 grains. That's what we're gonna aim for on these ones. And again, for this one here, I'm just trying to figure out, okay, am I on paper? Am I doing the right thing? Am I getting close? So, you know, we're just getting a feel right now. So we get a good look through the optic. Good sight picture. Now, let's see what we can do here. All right, let's get another feel here. Let's get a couple more and then we'll go down and take a look. Trigger pearl. Oh, man, I wish I had a rest to really rest this in, but this is all right. This is telling me what I need to know. All right, let's just get a good look at that one. So, point of aim, point of impact. So we are coming 4 minutes right and 1 down. Again, 2 inches right, which is 4 clicks. These are half-minute clicks. So what we need there is we would need 4 minutes to the right. So we need 8 clicks right, 2 clicks down. 2 clicks down and 8 clicks right. All right, let's see how that does for us. Now, is this as stable a rest as you could possibly want? No. But I'm sighting a rifle for defensive use. I just want to get it close, you know? I'm not really shooting precision out of this rifle out to long distances. Good shot. All right, those were 2 good shots. Take one more, and then we'll go take a look. Let's go see what we got. Still need to come over 1 more. So that's why you verify, right? You don't just trust, you verify. So we're gonna come over 2 more clicks. I've got 1 under and 2 over. That could be me. Those are both pretty close, under and over like that, but I'm gonna come down a click too. So I'm gonna come right 2 and down 1. We'll see what we got. Okay, 3rd try. Let's give it a go, see what we find. I threw this one was me. So actually I probably come back 1 to the right and then I'm gonna call that one about as good as we're gonna get right now. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna aim at the bottom of the big circle. So there's a little intersection there and I'm gonna aim at the bottom of that, just to give us a fresh point of aim. No, I was right. I do really love that DDM V4. It's a nice rifle. When you want a rifle that you take out of the box and it runs like a top, and you know, you can depend your life on. It's a good one. I don't get paid to say that. I don't have a relationship with Daniel Defense. There's a few that are that quality that I would definitely trust, and I like the Daniel family, consider them friends. So there we go. So you can definitely see elevation, we're good. I do need to come back left still another click. I thought that after the last one. So we're just a little bit left here. So what we're gonna do now is, once I come back to the left, I like I told you, I threw that one to the right a little bit. So we're getting pretty close. Some of this is you're seeing is me, isn't the rifle, it's just me. So yeah, let's, we'll grab a couple more and let's grab a new target. We'll throw it out at 100 yards, go from there. Anytime you can go out shooting is a fun time. As long as you're learning or doing something. I don't like just going to the range and turning money into smoke and noise. I mean, listen, don't get me wrong. I recognize the blessing of kind of being a full-time YouTuber, and so I can come out on Friday at noon and be like, yo, let's go shoot. I'm at work. That's amazing. What should happen here is we should be 1.5 inches high, higher than our point of aim, at 100 yards. So we're at 100 yards. We should see right now wherever I'm aiming. If my mechanics don't suck, that's a big if, then we should be 1.5 inches high. That's why we do this. But it still looks small.
That's what she said.
That's a good shot.
Yeah.
Touch right on that one. Yep, it's feeling pretty good. So this would be 1.5 inches high right here, right? So we're at, these are 1/2 inch, so you got 1.5 inches. So as you can see here, left and right, that's on me, okay? So this is me. I told you, I pulled a little bit, whatever, one way or another. On both sides, pretty good with that. More to the right than the left. It's probably just the way I shoot. Now you will notice that instead of all right here, we're about a 1/2 minute high. So I'm actually gonna come down one, and then I'll shoot this dot right here, and what we should have is 1, 2, 3. It should come right into the middle. So I'm gonna come down a click, and then we'll see what we find. This stuff takes patience, okay? So if you're impatient, like sighting a rifle is maddening to you because you're like, I just want it to work. Well, I mean, you gotta take your time with this stuff, you know? The more time you take. So here's my big thing. I'm going to a rifle class with Steve Fisher, and when I miss, I want it to be me. I don't want it to be the rifle. I don't want there to be any excuse that I go, oh, well, the rifle's not sighted right. No, if it doesn't go where it's supposed to go, Steve is gonna look at me and in his gruff way go, hey, Korea, you suck. And my only answer will be able to be, yeah, I know the rifle's working, I just suck. Well, guess what we're seeing, friends? We're seeing them still towards the right. So John Boy needs to do a little bit more work. So I thought that was me. It's probably not. So I had this one that I told you, that I called. But these other ones, I'm still skewing about 1.5 inches right. So I'm gonna bring it back right, and we're gonna shoot a few more shots and see if we can pull that in a little bit. So somebody's probably wondering about the rifle. Everybody loves to talk about rifle specs. This is a Daniel Defense DDM4 V11. It has a few things on it for me because of my wrong-handedness. Somebody might have freaked out about it already. The barrels, the bolts locked to the rear. So DDM4 V11 has a BCM hand stop on it. I'm a hand stop guy. Vertical forward grip or whatever, that's fine. Angle forward grip, but I'm a hand stop guy like that. Has a Battle Arms Development ambi selector switch on it, so you can see I've got a selector switch on both sides, again, for my wrong-handedness. Also has a BCM Gunfighter large ambi charging handle. That's really the only things that I've done to it. Right now we're just sighting this Primary Arms 1:6 low power variable optic with the KISS reticle on a Vortex mount. The one thing I don't have on this right now is a white light. And I do feel like a fighting rifle needs a white light, but I'm looking for a good solution right now. I'm still trying to find the right one that'll mount on this rail. The other thing it has on it is I do have a Sheriff of Baghdad B-sling on some quick detach mount on the front, and a 2-point sling. You can have any kind of point sling you want as long as it's 2. And yeah, so there's the rifle. That's how she's set up. So when you talk about the accuracy with a rifle, you might say, well, John, how accurate can that rifle be? Well, guys, you got to understand it's a whole system, right? So you have multiple things. How accurate is the rifle itself? In other words, how tight the tolerances are the barrel? Is the barrel floating freely? And then the ammo. How accurate is the ammo itself? And then how accurate is the operating system? So when you add all these together, you get some tolerance stacking. And so expecting like you know, oh, this rifle will shoot half minute groups, so it's a half inch at 100 yards. Man, maybe, but you you got to have a lot of accuracy for that. So, you know, aha, now we're getting them. Now we're feeling them, okay? So now we're starting to see these, right? Now we're starting to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here, and that's pretty good. I probably overcorrected just a little bit. I did notice that I pulled a little bit left on a couple of those. So, you know, man, I think we're pretty much as close as we're gonna get right now. That out at 100 yards, that I am well within the accuracy tolerances that I really want on this rifle. So I think it's ready for class.